Today I'm going to give you some information regarding the history of the Barbie doll. We will see how the idea of the Barbie came to life and how Barbie changed as time has changed. I will also point out some of the most popular Barbies through the years. Certainly we're all familiar with the iconic doll. Barbie was created by Ruth Handler. She was the co-founder of Mattel with her husband. Ruth Handler often watched her daughter ignore her baby dolls and play make-believe with paper dolls of adult women. She realized that there was a market for this type of toy. She wanted to create a toy that would allow little girls to imagine the future. Handler once said, "My whole philosophy of Barbie was the thorough of the doll. The little girl could be anything she wanted to be. Barbie has always represented that woman of choices." The first Barbie doll went on display at the American Toy Fair in New York City on March 9, 1945. The first Barbie appeared was a model after a German comic strip character named Lily. Barbie's full name was Barbie Millicent Roberts, and she lived in Willows, Wisconsin. Barbie's job was a teenage fashion model. Barbie got her name after Ruth Handler's daughter, who was named Barbara. Handler was receiving pushback on her sexy doll that hit the market. There was a criticism that Barbie was too thin and too curvy. Handler decided that she would market the doll on a wholesale show in hopes to reduce some of the controversy. Mattel was the first toy company to broadcast commercials to children. They used advertising on the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse to promote the Barbie. The Barbie became a demanding toy. In the first 300,000 years, Barbie dolls were sold. Since Barbie was so popular, Handler decided to make a boyfriend for Barbie named Ken, after her son. Ken was released 2 years after Barbie made her debut. Soon after Ken's release, the Barbie's Dream House was released. And that's where Barbie and Ken moved in together. The doll continued to be very popular, so Handler released Midget, who was Barbie's best friend and little sister, named Skipper, over the next year. Handler also showed a market for clothing for the dolls and made numerous outfits for Barbie dolls over the years. The first Barbie sold was $3. She was sold as either a brunette or a blonde. The original Barbie mirrored the glamours of stars from the 1950s like Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor. She had high arched brows, pursed red lips, and a ponytail with bangs. Even Barbie's figure was fashion-forward. She had long, slim legs and a narrow waist and hips. Barbie wore a striped, strapless jersey bathing suit and high heels. Fashion is ever-changing, and so was Barbie. By the 1960s, Barbie had evolved to hairstyles and fashion that mirrored the First Lady Jackie Kennedy. In the 60s, Barbie had softer eye makeup and for the first time made dolls with blue eyes. Red hair was also added as a hair color option for the Barbie doll. During this decade, Barbie featured sleep eyes that opened and closed, as well as the first time Barbie had bendable legs. In the 1970s, brought a Barbie that reflected the style of the decade. Barbie's skirts went from mini to maxi, and hairstyles were long and straight. Two popular Barbies of the 1970s were Malibu Barbie and Superstar Barbie, who had bright eyes, pale pink lip gloss that was in the time of the disco glam look. Mattel continued to refine Barbie as the times changed. In 1981, MTV made its debut and changed their music industry, so Barbie changed right along with the times. In 1986, Barbie had her own band called Barbie and the Rockers. Barbie was dressed with big shoulder pads, bright colored clothes, and big hair, which was popular at the time. Barbie during this decade really showed girls that anything is possible. Barbie became a briefcase-carrying power executive by the day and night, and ready by night. Barbie had many different types of clothing and accessories accessories so that possibilities were endless with kids' imagination. The 1990s came and Barbie made her first presidential campaign debut. Barbie took on a new sassy, edgy, fashionable feel. In 1992, Totally Hair Barbie was introduced. It celebrated the big hair, crazy, and loud fashionistas. To this day, this is the best-selling Barbie of all times. In the 2000s, Barbie continued to evolve with the times, yet reflected the popular themes of the decade. In Hollywood, there were many celebrity breakups and scandals associated with that. Barbie created a scandal of her own. When she broke up with her longtime boyfriend Ken, Barbie also took on a more athletic body type and had a flexible waist with a belly button for the first time. In 2010, Barbie became an entrepreneur and a swimsuit cover model. Barbie continued to diversify. In 2015, Barbie launched Hello Barbie, which allowed Barbie to have a two-way conversation. Barbie has artificial intelligence, which means the more she is spoken to, the more appropriate her responses become. The Barbie now offers 7 different skin tones and 14 different hairstyles. For the very first time, Barbie now has bendable ankles, which allowed for the ability for Barbie to wear flats. Barbie was launched about 60 years ago in hopes of creating a doll that would inspire young girls. Barbie was and still allows girls to imagine everything they want to do or be. Barbie represents that anything is possible. Barbie has reflected the climate of the society and has changed along with society. The versatility to go with a swimsuit to an entrepreneur to a president campaign makes Barbie timeless. The original Barbie that was sold for $13 is now worth $27,450 if you still have an unopened in the box. I guess that really does show that anything is possible.